is I had an amazing experience, a business referral that I have to share with you. And it's Alex, the appliance repair guy. Oh my God. I'm going to give you his contact information now. And I'm going to tell you the story. And I'm going to give you the contact information at the end. So, Alex from A Tech Appliance Repair. This guy, it's not just a 5-star review. This is a 99-star review. Okay. His phone number is 858-888-9927. And his email address is atechsandiego@gmail.com. The letter A, TECH, San Diego @gmail.com. That's how you can get a hold of him. So let me tell you the story. So about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, we got a new refrigerator. By the way, right now, refrigerators are insane expensive, but even like 3 years ago, they were expensive too. Our refrigerator was old and needed to be fixed. And the one thing that it didn't work on our old refrigerator was the ice machine, where you can just take the glass and put it up and then you get ice, which I love, especially when I'm making a martini and I get to shake the ice. And when my ice machine doesn't work, it makes making martinis more difficult. I have to go. I was actually going out and buying store-bought ice, and I'd put it into the container, and it was just a disaster. And so it was finally time to upgrade the refrigerator. We got a new refrigerator, like I said, 2 or 3 years ago. I was so happy with the new refrigerator. And then about 6 months ago, the ice machine crapped out. I'm like, no. I thought we had fixed this and we were going to be good. And normally on things like this, I can figure it out. And I like the challenge of figuring it out. And so I went online. I watched YouTube videos about fixing ice makers. I researched the manufacturer of my refrigerator, looking for ice machine repair. I mean, I tried so many different things. The line was frozen. The water filter needed to be changed. Maybe the mechanism was faulty. I mean, there's so many different potential problems with an ice machine. And I tried them all and I couldn't get it to work. And then I was on Facebook. I was in the Poway Neighbors Facebook group. And this guy, Alex from A Tech Appliance Repair, was recommended. And oh my God, was I so happy. This guy, now listen to this. First of all, he came out to my house, which these days during COVID, that's hard to do, to get some repair guy to come out because they're usually so busy. And a lot of repair guys are generally kind of flaky, but not Alex. This guy shows up in his own truck, his own van. It's perfectly professional. I got the full wrap. He not only showed up on time, he texts me when he's on his way. He shows up, he's here on time. He wipes his feet on the welcome mat, comes in, very friendly, very professional, goes in, did his analysis. I got out of the room. I didn't want to be breathing down his neck while he's working on my refrigerator. He came back and he said, well, I think what it is that we need a new part. Because apparently, this is interesting to me, is that when the water goes into the ice machine, it's going into a frozen zone, right? They actually have a little heater that's on the water line that keeps it warm so the ice doesn't freeze and clog the line to prevent the water getting in to the ice machine, which is a common problem. So there was a heater and the heater had failed. So he got a new heater unit. He ordered it and then he came out, installed it, and we were hopeful that the problem was solved. And unfortunately, it didn't solve the problem. Okay, which is fine, So I call him up, or actually I sent him a text message, showed him a picture. I go, hey, look, man, the ice machine bin isn't filling. And he goes, let me come out again. And same thing. He was back, I think the next day, did further analysis. Now, normally this is where repair guys are going to take the weak way out. They're going to say, I don't know how to fix it. They're not going to do their due diligence. They're not going to use their mind and reason to go deeper and to really understand why it's failing. He did. He went and researched this, went on to some technical forums with other people in his industry, and they figured out that there was a flaw in the design of the ice machine for my refrigerator, and that the manufacturer had this workaround solution that they had made available to the repair community. But we had to order another part, and he showed me exactly what was happening. I'm not going to go into all the detail, but the fact that this guy was hound dogging it, was working for a solution, didn't give up, communicated with me every step of the way. And then when he came out, with the new part for the third trip, he didn't charge me for his time. He only charged for the part. I said, "You need to be compensated for your time." He goes, "Nope, I just pay for the part. You've already paid me for this work on visits number 1 and 2." And then that workaround from the manufacturer, it ultimately solved the problem. So, I mean, this guy was incredible. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I try to get help for me around the house. Like, I just had a guy in our backyard. I have like a pond that leaks, and I've had multiple repair guys come out here and work on it and then abandon the project. They fall off a cliff, they disappear. And then I try to get other people to come out here and they're too busy. I had a guy come out here 2 weeks ago, promised to give me a proposal in a few days. I still haven't seen it. I mean, it's a hell finding help, especially with COVID. It's made things terrible. But even before COVID, it's always hard to find a really good guy in a particular category. This guy, Alex, was awesome. Just awesome. And I immediately wrote a 5-star review for him on Google. I wrote a 5-star review for him on Yelp. And I'm giving you my full review here on my podcast because I thought this guy was so amazing. So here's his name and number again. His name's Alex. His company is called A Tech Appliance Repair. His phone number is 858-888-9927. I'm going to repeat that, 858-888-9927. His email is atechsandiego@gmail.com. That's ATECH Sandiego@gmail.com. This is an appliance repair guy. That means refrigerators, ovens, washers, dryers, washing machines, dishwashers, garbage disposals, garbage trash compactors. I mean, any appliance, that's what this guy does. Now, we had a refrigerator issue and a freezer issue. Guy was fantastic. I can't recommend this guy enough. So when I go in later and I splice this podcast up into different little chapters on YouTube to make them more digestible, this is going to definitely be one of the chapters. So if you guys have an issue with any appliance, call this guy. You will not be disappointed. He's that good.